Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm TC and today we're going to be talking about the Telos Legend. The camber profile is a dual camber with a micro center rocker, meaning you're going to have a tiny bit of rocker on the tips and tails coming into a camber right under your foot that dips into a micro rocker in between your feet, which allows the board to be catch free when you're turning and then give you a little bit of playfulness in between your feet there. It comes in a 146, 150, 154, and 158. I rode this board at Copper Mountain and it was a beautiful sunny day, but in the shade it was a little icy. When you're in the sun, it was a little slushy. As we got later in the day, it turned to nice, creamy, warm snow. I used my Vans infused boot and Jones Mercury bindings. This board is in the middle of the road when it comes to flex. On the tip and tail, it does feel a little bit softer due to that rocker on it. Torsionally, I would say it is in the middle of the road, so you can foot steer it fairly easy. It is a very stable board. It does have that urethane in the sidewall, so you don't feel every little bit of vibration, and it does push through all those push piles pretty well, where you're not getting knocked around on every bit of uneven terrain. This board does pop and ollie very well. You do feel that rocker on the tip and tail and in between your feet, so you're going to want to load it up just a little bit more than your average board, I'd say. When you are taking it off jumps though, it does hold an edge very well, where when you're taking off and landing, you feel nice and stable, but feel free to pop it as much as you want off the jump just to help propel things through the air. It is a fairly butterable board where that rocker on the tail and on the nose does give you a nice playing surface where you can really lock it in and press it. Same goes with on rails. It does have a good lock-in point there. When you're sliding a rail, it wants to lock in right underneath your feet. Just because that's where the camber is, it holds it well there. This board is fairly nimble when carving at those shorter turns. When you do get to the medium-sized turns, however, it does feel smooth, but once you start reaching those higher speeds on the medium turns, it gets a little unstable, I'd say. Same with the large turns, they're comfortable at medium speeds. Once you get to those high-end speeds, you do have a little problem holding an edge, is what I felt. The rider in mind for this board is somebody that really likes to spend most of their time in the park. They are going to go all mountain when the snow is good, but for the most part, they're in the park riding rails and sliding at ledges. My personal thoughts on this board is it is fun. It excels in the park, I would say. If you're like a Midwest rider that really just rides tow ropes a lot, it'd be a great board for you where you're coming out to Colorado or California or anything like that. Take it all mountain, but it excels mostly in the park. The comparable boards would be a Marhar Darkside, a Capita DOA, or a GNU Headspace. The bindings I would recommend for this board would be a Battalion Blaster ASIM, a Union Ultra, or a Solomon Hologram. This has been my review of the Telos Legend. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you gonna buy one? Leave a comment down below. I wanna know what you guys have to say. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click that bell, turn on those notifications. If you wanna support us further, head on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. I could tell you about it more here, but we have a video explaining everything in depth on over there. And as always, guys, I'm TC. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.